Welcome to the Digital Production Buzz at the 2015 NAB Show. Hi, this is Larry Jordan, and this interview was recorded live on the trade show floor. For more information, visit digitalproductionbuzz.com. Primestream provides complete asset management and automation for broadcasters and video professors and professionals. It's late in the day. Anyway, Primestream is the company, and Todd Fantz is the Senior Director of Technology for Primestream. And Todd, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Tell us what Primestream is. I just read the description, but I'm not totally clear on what it is you guys do.
We're a software-only company, and our primary focus is production automation management. So everything from ingest to craft edit integration to archiving, retrieval, publishing, metadata tagging, logging, sports, news, rundown integration. So
would you compete with an Avid ISIS system, for instance?
More probably an interplay in the sense that, ISIS involves some storage, and we tend to be more agnostic and run on top of any kind of storage platform. And on the MAM side, that can be very lightweight, but we have systems where we're doing 40 channels of HD ingest and half a dozen playouts. So at that point, we're usually on a StoreNext or Media Grid or something a little beefier.
So you're the front end that the media goes through to be able to keep track of what it is, and then you're sending it out to whatever storage system they happen to have.
Right, and we're exposing that to craft editing. We also have our own internal proxy.
Interesting
editor.
term, craft editing.
Yes.
Meaning what?
Adobe Premiere, Final Cut 7X, Media Composer, Edius. Again, we try to work well with others, and so we try to support anyone who has an API or a way to get content into it. And for us, really the rubber hits the road around edit while capture, and we support that with most codecs.
Now, those are growing files,
right.
If I remember right. So what we're able to do is, a sporting contest is going on, and we want to edit the highlights of the first quarter, but second quarter is being played, so we can pull those files into our editor and start to cut?
Exactly. Within about 30 seconds of an ingest starting, we can start subclipping it or toss the whole game over. And it won't grow in your timeline, but it'll grow inside your bin, and you can browse it inside the viewer part and then push it into your timeline.
Now, a QuickTime movie doesn't support that. So what video format are we using to be able to support a growing file? Or does QuickTime support it?
Yes, we do, and we've supported that since Final Cut 7. With Final Cut X, we also do the same. We support that with Media Composer, with XDCam, which is a rare thing in the world. But most of our users in the sports world are now on AVC Intra or ProRes. But we do support that with all the major editing platforms, either with MXF or QuickTime.
Just as an aside, how do you fool QuickTime into supporting a growing file? Because QuickTime needs to know the duration of a file before it can start editing it.
I'm not, if there was an Apple person around, I could wonder if that was under our NDA.
You're supposed to know every piece of your...
Oh, I know. They have a way of flagging a QuickTime movie, particularly under QuickTime X, and I believe it's supported under 7, where the application is aware that during a state of an atom, it is growing, and it will update.
That is so cool.
And under 7, even kind of crudely, you can just click out of the application and back, and there's a preference that says reconnect to media, I believe, and that will go and rescan the wrapper and see that the duration has changed.
See, this is why you're in charge of technology. You know all that stuff. That is so cool. So what have you got that's new at the show?
We're showing 4K ProRes playout and 4K XAVC MXF playout. We've enhanced our logger a little bit. It's a very configurable tool. You can log debates to reality shows to obviously sports, but we don't have a particular template for a particular application. We design that with you for your metadata needs. We're showing some enhancements to our web portal, which is called Exchange, that allows you to expose assets to people outside of your environment and allow them to check off QC or legal or approval processes, and the metadata all syncs back to your in-house production system.
That is amazing stuff.
So it's a lot of fun.
How would you I mean, clearly one of your customers is the large broadcast studios and large production companies that are doing multi-channels of sports. And when you're ingesting 40 HD channels, that's not a small company. But what would be a typical starting company? Who would want to consider Primestream for the first time?
Well, we're in the last 12 to 18 months, we're finding maybe what I'd call non-traditional broadcasters or maybe even non-broadcasters. We're now getting more into the corporate market where corporations are doing in-house video, and it's gone beyond storing it on a hard drive or a single system, and they just simply can't manage that amount of material, and certainly not metadata tag it. And they're even getting into the point of archiving things and restoring them. So we have a lot of customers now who have no I/O other than file transcoding, and they're bringing things in from cameras and cell phones and whatever, and just trying to manage all of that. We also have a new product called the News Pod, which is trying to take newsrooms who are either still on tape, don't want to invest a lot in a large infrastructure, and it's kind of it's 4 channels of ingest and 2 channels of playout in a little box with newsroom system integration.
Now, integration is a tricky subject because this is some sophisticated software. What help can you provide customers who are trying to integrate Primestream for the first time? Are you working through third-party integrators, or is it being done through you?
We do both. We have select system integrators, and they're usually well established in the market. If they don't bring any advantage to us, we usually do a direct sale. We also have very close partnerships with several of the storage providers like Quantum, like Harmonic, and so we're pretty knowledgeable about that, and we also know what we don't know and can bring them in to help us out. I think, our advantage is our flexibility, so we spend a lot of time with statements of work and understanding workflows. We're not a turnkey system usually where we dictate how things flow through our system. So we like to use a very sophisticated scripting engine and our flexibility between the different craft editing systems, the different video formats we support. We like to think we can tackle kind of any problem.
And Todd, where can people go on the web to learn more about your company?
www.primestream.com. It's all one word.
That's all one word. Primestream, Primestream, primestream.com. Todd Fantz is the Senior Director of Technology at Primestream. Todd, thanks so very much.
Thank you very much.